Hey everyone, this is Ryan. Um, Today we are going to be looking at another tactic puzzle. This particular one is, again, a checkmate without queen. This one is a fairly complex checkmating pattern. There's a couple different elements, a couple different kind of motifs and tactical ideas that are going on in this position. White's about to promote the pawn to a queen, but black can just take. So the idea, I guess, here is to look and see where the king can go after you check. But let's take a deeper look at this. The rook on B or G7 is actually cutting across the 7th rank. So if we promote this pawn to a queen, we are giving check from the queen and from the rook. Oops. And from the rook. So this is called double check. And in double check, you cannot block. You have to move your king because there's no one piece that can block both the checks. So in this instance, the king has to move. And the king would like to go up to B6 and get away. But that's not possible here because he's still in check from the king. So what he has to do is he has to go and take the queen. And this tactic is also called like a pulling tactic or a drawing tactic, where you draw the piece towards or in a direction that you want it to go. So after you double check, promote the queen, king takes because he has to. Now you've set up a discovered check because the rook on D1, rook on D1 is behind the knight. All right, and now the king is behind the knight. Okay, so this is a setup for a discovery check. Okay, so first we have, pawn promotion to queen, double check, pulling the king to the back rank, setting him up for a discovery check. Now, if the knight moves, which it's going to, and delivers check, the king has to move. And he cannot come up to the 7th rank now because the rook is controlling it. So you see how we pulled the black king back to the back rank. And he's stuck there now because of the rook on the 7th rank, cutting the king off. All right, so now if the knight moves, it'll be check. And if the king blocks with the bishop, just rook takes d7 check, rook from d1, rook to d1, d7 check, and it'll be checkmate in like two more moves. So the king tries to escape. So if knight moves, all right, and the best move for the white knight in this position is knight to b5. I know it seems crazy putting your piece where it can be captured, but like I said, it's discovery check. So the black king has to move first, right? And now if, let's just run through it. If black covers with the bishop, check. Either way, this is mate, quicker. If black covers and goes the other way, there's two ways to mate. You can either play the knight back to d6, or you can play the knight to a7. Either one is mate. And if the king doesn't block, but just simply goes to e8, you could check the king again by going back to d6, but then he can go back to the d file, and we have a repeat of moves. So if the king is on e8, there is the possibility for us to check the king again, and that is with the knight jump to c7, and this is mate. So this is a pretty complicated tactical idea, and the motifs that are present in this will often be present in many of your games, but just being able to envision the possibilities and pretend that the pieces have moved and to visualize the position is very powerful. It's a very powerful skill. So anyways, that's video for today. So it's a discovery check, promotion to queen, double check, pulling the king to the back rank and cutting him off, setting up for a discovery check. And the knight moves with the discovery check. So here, pawn promotion, has to grab, not there, here, there, checkmate. And if king to c8 instead of here, king to c8, checkmate. So there you have it. Hope you guys got something from this, and I'll see you next time. All right.